The Code of Official Conduct for the House mandates the protection of whistleblower confidentiality. The Office of the Whistleblower Ombuds stands ready to assist you with templates, training, and confidential consults. The following discussion will illuminate some quick tips to help you protect a whistleblower's information and the security of Congress's investigative and oversight work.
What does the House Code of Conduct say about protecting whistleblower confidentiality?
Clause 21 prohibits, with some exceptions, a member, officer, or employee of the House from publicly disclosing the identity of or personally identifiable information about a whistleblower who makes a protected disclosure to Congress.
What are some of the exceptions?
Having the whistleblower's prior written consent is one. Another exception is when there's been a voluntary prior public disclosure by the whistleblower.
Do all whistleblowers desire confidentiality?
No, but because of the risk of retaliation, remaining confidential may help the source avoid reprisal. There are other factors at play too, and it's appropriate to recommend that they consult their attorney and their loved ones before deciding to go public.
What are some of these other factors?
Well, staying confidential may give the whistleblower ongoing access to crucial evidence, sustaining the flow of information to your office. On the other hand, public whistleblowers may build solidarity with everyone who should be benefiting from their knowledge.
What are some of the downsides of these two options?
Well, a confidential whistleblower may be compromised by technological advances that may make it easier to trace evidence or surveil a whistleblower's movements and communications. But technology can also help secure communications between the whistleblower and your office. So that cuts both ways.
What about the downsides for public whistleblowers?
Public whistleblowers can be the target of a smear campaign by their employer. There may be frivolous investigations launched, false accusations made, and skeletons exposed in an effort to discredit the messenger and distract from the misconduct that they're bringing to light.
So, how should I navigate this part of the whistleblower intake process?
Make sure your procedures include a plan to discuss with the whistleblower their desired level of confidentiality, and let them know you'll commit to taking all actions within your office's ability to honor their choice. But manage expectations. Make no guarantee of confidentiality. There are many factors beyond your control.
Okay, such as when the whistleblower has already voiced their concerns about misconduct within the agency or organization?
Yes, that's a great example. If the whistleblower has already raised concerns internally, suspicions may already be elevated. If your office launches a related inquiry, the employer could easily connect the dots.
What tips do you have for making use of the whistleblower's information in support of my office's oversight or casework?
Collaborate with the whistleblower to establish ground rules around your use of their information. Obtain the whistleblower's consent before sharing their information outside of your office. And before sharing, screen their information for identifiable details.
What do you mean by identifiable details?
Often, a whistleblower's disclosure is so specific or known to such a small circle that their identity may be revealed even if their name is removed from documents. Work with the whistleblower to reframe their information to capture the underlying allegations while camouflaging them as the source. And if you can't camouflage their identity, strategize with the whistleblower on ways to proceed.
Thanks. That makes sense. How does the information security support whistleblower confidentiality?
Information security best practices will help protect whistleblowers' information too. For example, make sure you're using your official House devices and accounts, using a secure tracking system for making a record of the case, and limiting access on a need-to-know basis. Also, follow cyber hygiene best practices and encrypt sensitive information when communicating. That may mean using the Signal app, for example, or password protecting a file attached to an email.
All right, we have time for one last quick tip to help protect the whistleblower's confidentiality.
Great! Be sure to share our vital survival tips with the whistleblower, which provides a framework for the source to take precautions as they work with your office. Along with other key steps, they emphasize the importance of the whistleblower blowing the whistle on their own time and with their own resources using secure communications platforms.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching this discussion on quick tips for maintaining whistleblower confidentiality. It's only an introduction. For more, go to the Office of the Whistleblower Ombuds website, where you'll find a template whistleblower confidentiality policy. And see Protecting Whistleblower Information, a deep dive. It's our in-depth course on this topic, available through the Congressional Staff Academy. And be sure to reach out to us for any further guidance.